up, guys, and welcome to the second episode of For the People. Now, if you watched the first episode, you know that the way that I formatted it was I asked the people a set of questions, and then I, showed every single response of every single person, and then at the end of the video, I did my little recap of it. I want to format this episode a little bit differently, where rather than coming to a conclusion at the end, I instead talk about my experience with each individual. Now, this stemmed from two reasons. One, this episode was really long because I ended up asking people a bunch of different questions. While there is several questions that will come up across the multiple interviews, there are questions that just only came up once or twice. But also, I don't know, I feel like it makes more sense to talk about the person rather than come to a conclusion based on a few people. Technically, that's what this series was designed to be, but I don't know. Let me know which format you guys prefer down in the comments, and make sure you watch the first video so you know exactly the difference between the two. And with that being said, let's go to our first interview with a guy named Keric. Now, me and Keric, we had a pretty good conversation. We talked about the draft, we talked about the presidential debate, and we talked about Mike Paul versus Jake Tyson. Reverse that. Let me know what you guys think. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
You think Jake Paul got a chance?
If we're talking Mike Tyson, then I think Mike would gonna fucking pulverize his ass, bro.
Well, you did hear that it got delayed because Mike Tyson went to the hospital for medical things.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So Mike could be at a disadvantage, but still,
he's still Mike Tyson.
That dude owned a fucking pet tiger. He was going to pummel that fucking Disney ass. It was fucking stupid. You were low-key yapping about fucking who's the better golfer and shit. Like, what does golf have to do with the presidential debate? Alright, yeah, guys, I'll just use this grenade as a golf club. We're gonna send that shit straight to China.
Do you think that the winner of this debate should be determined by who can beat each other in a golf match, though? Don't you think that should be how we determine it this year? Like, since that was super important. That was super important to them. So clearly...
just went off topic. Stupid.
Who do you think should be president, though? Ignoring the debate.
Either of them.
Neither?
I don't think either of them should be president. First of all, here's the reason. First of all, Biden didn't have any good points in that debate. All he did was just fucking yap, and more yap.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, Trump fucking sent his followers to try to overthrow the fucking
Every male. So the way it works is when you go to register to vote or you register to get a license or stuff like that, usually that is what registers you for the draft. But now it's automatic. The moment you turn 18, every male ages 18 to 26 is automatically in the system, regardless on anything. They're automatically in the system to go to war. Do you think that's fair? Or should be allowed?
I don't think that's fair, bro.
Yep.
That is not fair.
Alright.
Because everyone deserves they have a chance to live their life. They don't gotta go out and get themselves killed in a war, bro. Even if it's for honor and shit.
That's fair. They also talking about next year, because they just did it with men. By next year, they want to register every woman ages 18 to 26 as well.
Shit.
So at least we'll be in the front lines with some baddies, right? You can't get shot though, because that'll give her the ick if you get shot by Russia. The United States has officially dropped out for the first time in the entire history of the United States. It is no longer in the top 20 of the happiest countries in the world. What position do you think we dropped to?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, there's still good stuff that goes on in this country and shit and all that, but I mean, where were we before, actually?
So we were at 15. Last year. As of last year, we were 15th in the happiest countries in the world. We have dropped out of the top 20 in 1 year. Why do you think that is, first? Why do you think we dropped out of the top 20?
Because this whack-ass presidential debate, bro.
You know what? That's fair, honestly. We're now... Go ahead.
And also because we got a bunch of fucking weird ass racist people just being like, oh, that person does this, or oh, that person needs to be deported, or I'm like, bro, shut your bitch ass. You're probably sitting there, you got this fucking Discord mod mentality, bro. You're probably sitting there in your mom's basement waking off to OnlyFans girls at like 3 a.m., bro. Calm the fuck down. J-Station ain't gonna make a video about that.
Don't wake up at 3 a.m. while watching politics. It will kill you.
Well, we are officially in the 23rd spot, so we're 23rd now.
That's not even that far down,
Well, compared to we were at 15, so that's almost 10 spot difference in 1 year.
I mean,
that's 8. Yeah.
It's not that bad, but that's still bad.
Yeah. Also, could you name 20 other countries? Because there are 22 ahead of us right now. Could you even name 20 other countries? I have a theory that most Americans couldn't even name 20 other countries. At least you're honest.
I mean, to be fair, I can. I'm honest, yeah.
That's fair. That's honest. So for one, me and Keric, we both pretty much agreed that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is a terrible fight. And that even with Mike's recent medical, emergencies, he's still gonna win because he's Mike Tyson. Now, Keric, along with the majority of the people that we'll see across these episodes, is that a lot of people are very heavy against the draft. I mean, we already knew that most people were against it based on the Vietnam War and that whole era. But even in this more modern day, there's a lot of people who are very much against that. Especially the young people who know that they would be the ones to have to go do the things that they don't want to do. Keric also had a very similar reaction to the presidential debate. As we'll see as we continue, a lot of people don't feel like neither Joe Biden nor Donald Trump are at the age in which they should be running for the presidency. Keric also shared the belief that a lot of people also had, which is the reason why America is no longer in the top 20 happiest countries in the world anymore. Basically, everyone's worried about what everyone else has done. A lot of people are so concerned with everyone else that no one's allowed to be happy. He also couldn't name 20 other countries, which, like I said in a different video, most Americans couldn't name 20 other countries. Now, speaking of being able to list 20 other countries, I found these two Spanish individuals that they didn't speak a whole lot of English, but they did speak enough to where I could ask them to name 20 other countries, which let's just see how that goes. I think that the people of the United States can't name more than 20 countries that aren't the United States.
I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Countries or state? No.
Countries.
No, yeah, countries. Yes,
Yep,
I can.
yep,
Yes,
yep.
I can.
Okay, go ahead. 20 countries.
20 countries. Estonia. Wait. sorry. Estonia. Países Bajos or Países Bajos. República Centroafricana. Kazajistán. Chipre. Brazil. Or you only want from Europe or from Europe or
Any country.
Any. Okay. Camboya, Mozambique, Grecia,
Halfway
Azerbaijan,
there.
Albania.
You're halfway there. You get 10. That was 11.
Okay. Azerbaijan, Albania, Santa Lucía, Islas Vírgenes Británicas. Ayúdame, Mario.
¿Qué dijo? Países, ¿no?
Sí, países. Portugal, España, Francia, Eslovenia, Eslovaquia.
Five more.
Eslovaquia, Egipto, Ghana,
Israel,
Líbano.
There you go. You got 20. Good job. All right. How many Americans do you think could name more than 20 countries?
I don't know. It's because some ones don't have that much conocimiento. ¿Cómo es que conocimiento?
Conocimiento, creo.
No, they don't know. I don't know how to say it, but they don't know like that much about countries because they only focus on that.
On the United
where you live,
States.
and that's it. Because in geography, the most you can learn about that is geography of your country.
Oh, okay.
You don't like see like here in Slovenia, you can see, I don't know, like the people where they live or something like that. You understand me, no?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know. I get you. So as we can see, they were of course successful, but he brought up a very good point that America simply doesn't learn about the other countries. The United States mostly learns about the United States compared to other countries to where they learn about other countries. I think that this has to do with how large America is, which I think a lot of foreigners don't realize. I say foreigners as an American, obviously. But many Europeans are shocked at the fact that most Americans don't leave the United States, especially when most Europeans have been to several other countries. Now, this is just me thinking out loud, but that's also probably why a lot of other countries tend to speak multiple languages. The distance between France and the UK is shorter than the distance between me and my partner. So you have multiple speaking people in one location compared to the United States, where one state alone is, so large and they all pretty much speak English. Now, the next individual I talked to was named Delphina, and we actually had a really great conversation about the draft and how that could affect birth rates and things of that nature. We also talked about barbecue sauce and ketchup for the first 3 minutes, so enjoy this. First of all, Heinz, the ketchup brand, has announced a sauce that combines every single sauce they've ever made. Will you try it?
No, I don't like mustard.
So that's what turned you off? Just the mustard?
I mean, isn't barbecue more seasoned ketchup? So wouldn't it be more barbecue?
I don't think barbecue is more seasoned ketchup. I'd have to look into that. I don't know.
I've been told that barbecue is ketchup with seasoning.
I don't think that's true. Now you're gonna make me Google that once we're done here.
So it'll be like a really rancid barbecue.
This is slight politics, but you're almost at the age. The draft has started back up again. Every male is registered at ages 18 to 26. Next year, they want to add females into the list too. What do you think about that?
No. I mean, when the draft happened, a lot of people died, and I'm gonna be saying some of the good genes left. Like the blonde, blue eyes. They left. And now leaving this, and now women. I'm gonna say there's gonna be a lot of low birth rate if I'm being correct, because if you're putting the young girls and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So first you're gonna have low education.
Yep.
Just for start, and then also low birth rate, because mostly the people who are giving birth are the young ones, not
that's not true
the 30s
anymore.
or 20-year-old.
That's not true anymore.
Not anymore?
Nope. So a study came out actually. So the birth rate has been declining because, one, there are significantly less teen pregnancies in the past 10 years, but also ages 20 to 24 have also had a huge decrease in birth rates. So that birth rates don't start going back up until 25, 26, which is technically when the draft ends.
Okay, that makes more sense now, but technically it's gonna happen like China. China doesn't have a lot of women now.
Yeah.
Because they did the second child.
Yep.
But who knows? I mean, but no wonder they're doing the no birth control, because there's a lot low birth birth rate.
Yeah, that is a huge thing. A lot of politicians are like very worried about low birth rates. But when you look at the numbers, a lot of it's like teenagers and early people in their 20s, not necessarily adults per se. So after the interview, of course, like I said, I Googled it, and no, barbecue sauce is not just seasoned ketchup. They both use tomato paste, but that's about it. But she came up to a very interesting connection that the people who want to start drafting women and want to start reintroducing the draft are also the same people who are very against contraceptives. Because yes, if you start drafting the men, you are going to see lower birth rates. But if you start drafting the women, you're going to see dramatically lower birth rates. Because the people who are doing the birthing aren't here to do the birthing. That was actually one of my favorite conversations that I had. But with that being said, I also asked her about movies that are coming out, and I've decided to splice that together with another group of individuals who I solely asked about movies. Take a look and tell me which movies you're excited for, and let me know who had the better answers between these two. Toy Story 5 or Shrek 5?
Shrek 5.
Finding Nemo 3 or The Incredibles 3?
Finding Nemo.
Toy Story 5 or Finding Nemo 3?
Finding Nemo.
Alright, Finding Nemo 3 or Incredibles 3?
Incredible.
A Plankton solo movie or a Sandy Cheeks solo movie?
Sandy.
A Sandy Cheeks movie or a Plankton movie?
Sandy.
Captain America 4 or Superman? Okay. Captain America? Oh, 50-50? Okay. Would you guys rather watch Superman or Captain America 4?
Captain America 4.
Captain America 4 or Batman 2?
Batman.
Batman. Alright. Captain America 4 or Fantastic 4?
Captain America, for sure.
Alright. Dune 3 or Batman 2?
Batman 2.
Okay. A regular show reboot or an Adventure Time reboot?
Adventure Time.
Alright. And with that being said, that ends this episode of For the People. Now, I've recorded so much that there's actually going to be a part 2. I'm going to label it For the People Part 3, but it'll be similar questions to this episode. So the next episode is probably going to be a lot longer. And like I said, let me know in the comments which type of style of video you prefer. This one or episode 1. Honestly, I'll probably have episode 3 edited before you guys can comment. But I'll keep this in mind for episode 4. Subscribe, like, comment, do all of the YouTube things. And as always, my name is Dion, but you can call me Isby, and I'm out. Keric also shared the belief that we'll see in the next episode that a lot of people think that English, please.